today we will discuss about the rotational motion. Our topic is rotational motion. So first of all we have discussed relating to moment of inertia. So after knowing the MI of different bodies, now we will discuss the rotational motion. So in which the first term which we will discuss, that is torque. Torque, in other words, it is also known as the moment of force. It is known as moment of force, right? So moment of force, this is basically force into perpendicular distance. This is force into perpendicular distance from axis of rotation. Is that okay? So how torque is defined? Torque is defined as an angular force, or in other words it is called moment of force. Where we write down torque, we mathematically torque is defined as the linear force into perpendicular distance. Symbolically, torque is represented by this symbol which is pronounced as tau. Okay, so this is a vector quantity. It is the torque is r cross f. Vectorially it is expressed by the cross product of r cross f. When we write down using the cross product, where vector r means it is the radius vector. It is the radius vector. And f is of course the linear force. Force is the linear term, linear vector, yeah, I can linear force. I can write down linear force. So radius vector and linear force, it's a cross product of these two, is said to be torque. So we know that mode of a quantity which is defined as the cross product of two other vectors is basically r into f into sine theta. We know that this we have learned in cross product of two vectors. Whenever we need to define a vector, well, so it is cross product is r cross f. Whenever you should remember this formula. If vector c is equal to vector a cross vector b, then don't we write down mod of c is ab sine theta? Do you remember it or not? And vectorially if you write down vector c, it is ab sine theta into n cap. N cap represents the unit vector. So if I simply write down the mod of torque, I will write down it is r into f into sine theta. Don't confuse, this r is not the perpendicular distance, keep it in mind. This r is the radius vector. Are you getting me or not? For example, I am explaining it how this r and this language of saying perpendicular distance, how these two things are different. Just I am showing it with one example. For example, let this is be a rod. This is a rod. There is one axis at its end A. The rod is of AB having its length L, right? One linear force is applied at one end. One linear force is applied at one end of the rod, and direction of this applied force is geometrically perpendicular to the position of the rod, right? Yeah, this is the pivot, that is axis point, right? So due to this applied force, it can rotate in this order. Are you getting me? About this axis, the axis is passing through this end, it is appearing like this, appearing perpendicular to the position of the rod, and due to this force, now here I can define torque can be defined something like this. It is force into L, because see, geometrically you can see the direction of the force applied, the point where this force has been applied, so that point and the axis position, these 2 points are separated by distance L, and not only that, this L length is measured perpendicular to the direction of force. Are you getting me? So if I consider, this is the simple way, force into perpendicular distance. Are you understanding it or not? Fine. Or if I want to express it with the mechanism of vectorial mechanism, torque, as it is R cross F, this time this length of the rod is the radius vector cross F. Since these two are, see that they are at an angle 90 degree, yes or no? That's why I will write down the mod of torque will be L into F into sin 90, and we know the numerical value of sin 90, isn't it? Numerical value of sin 90 is 1, so that means it is simply L into F. It is L into F. So this time the perpendicular distance is itself the radius vector. So torque is LF sin 90. So L into F, here you can see what is found the perpendicular distance, that one is the radius vector as well. Radius vector will be the vectorial position from axis of rotation to the point of application of force. I am showing another example. Have you written it? Tau. Torque is tau. In Hindi, tau g. Torque is tau g. Okay, so now for example, if this is be the rod with axis pivoted at its end, this is this, length of the rod is this. Now again I am applying a force at the end, but this time the position of force, the direction of force is not appearing perpendicular to the rod. Are you getting me? This time radius vector, this radius vector is equal to L vector. The length of the rod is radius vector. That means radius vector will be basically the vectorial line from axis of rotation to the point where force is applied, right? So you can see between R vector and force vector, if I represent them as if they are co-initial, so of course this is the geometrical angle between them. Are you getting me? If I extend R vector like this, if I extend F vector like this, so they are, because angle between two vectors is decided in two ways. Either you draw them co-initial, then you consider the interior angle between them, right? Or otherwise if you draw them continuous, then the exterior angle between them will be the angle between vectors. So here this is the angle theta. So to define torque vectorially, I will write down, this time it is L vector cross R F vector, and I will use L into F into sin theta with n cap as the unit vector along the torque. So geometrically, can I write down it is F into L sin theta into n cap? Can I write down this way or not? L cross F means it is L into F into sin theta. So that can be simplified in, and it can be represented as if it is F into L sin theta. Now check this drawing. If this is the line of force, then can I drop a perpendicular from axis of rotation on the path of force, the direction of force vector on that vector? If I drop a perpendicular from axis of rotation, then definitely this is the perpendicular distance. this is perpendicular distance. Are you getting me? In one form I wrote down the formula, torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance. So geometrically, check this one, geometrically this is L, this is theta. So can I write down this as L sin theta? So is L sin theta is equal to perpendicular distance R if I write down, or if I have written R here, forget about it. I can write down this is X. Are you getting me? So in other form, the other way of defining torque, that we write down it is force into perpendicular distance. So yes, according to me, F into X is the perpendicular distance, and is it this X is L sin theta? Is it proved? Are you getting the same thing? Huh? কোথায় আর ইন্টু এফ পারপেন্ডিকুলার, মানে এফটাকে ফোর্সটাকে পারপেন্ডিকুলার করে নিচ্ছে। হ্যাঁ, সেটাকেও করা যেতে পারে। We can do that same thing. I mean, like instead of taking this perpendicular distance, if suppose this is the force, if we resolve force in two component, then this will be F cos theta, that is along the rod, so that can't rotate it, and taking F sin theta, so F sin theta will appear perpendicular to the length, so that can bring the torque. As because it is passing through axis, so because of F cos theta it can't rotate. So in other way, F sin theta is perpendicular to the axis of rotation, from the axis of rotation, so that's why it can rotate. So we can discuss it in that sense also. So are you understanding the mechanism of torque? So torque is written as either radius vector cross force, or mathematically it can be expressed by linear force into perpendicular distance of separation.